Okay, so this is new student Anvar actually from India, and on the left-hand side is his technique before. On the right-hand side is his technique after. In the lower right-hand corner, there should be a little icon that looks something similar to this. If you click on it, it should enlarge the screen so you can see detail a lot better. So Anvar was having a lot of problems with hitting his shots thin and fat and inconsistency and not being able to get really any bite or any grip on the ball, any backspin on his chips and pitch shots. So the first thing I see is that when he would come through, a couple things. He's not closing the club face correctly. You can see the back of his left hand start to point to the sky. He's leaving his weight back on his right foot, and he's getting some rear shaft lean very quickly. So you can see as just as he's making contact, this shaft is leaning backwards very quickly, way too quickly. So already the ball is just barely leaving the club face, and this shaft is leaning backwards. So I have a special drill that we work with a couple alignment rods, kind of more in depth than we want to go to in this particular video, but we can see that now when he comes through, when he's working on this particular drill, when this ball's leaving the club face, now the club shaft is leaning forward, so he's getting forward shaft lean, and all this means is that the hands are now ahead of the club head at impact, and he's able to hit ball then ground. This also additionally means that the club head is not slowing down through impact, so he's able to actually keep the ball on the club face just a hair longer so he can get more grip, more backspin on the ball. And so his hands actually continue to lead this club head through impact, and you can see when he does this, his weight shifts to his left side, so he's not leaving his weight on the back foot. He's actually shifting his weight towards the front foot. Old technique, the weight would shift backwards. This back of the left hand would actually point up to the sky. So huge improvement between old technique and his new technique, and we'll take it one more time through. Here's his old technique. He would come through and try to push underneath the ball. Actually, we'll put a dot right where the ball is. We're going to see this club actually hits the ground behind the ball, and that's kind of one of the problems with closing the club face incorrectly. So now with this new technique, he's able to actually hit ball then ground, and the hands lead the club head through impact. So if you're having problems with chipping and pitching, contact me and we'll get it fixed within about 15 minutes.